あの子、そして今。
Hey, buddy! Happy birthday! Guess what? I made you a remix of Sam's theme. Let me sing it for you. La, 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 la,
can kill that music for now. That's a little on the loud side. Alright. Hey, how is everybody doing today? Which one was mine? That one was mine. Or are there two? That one's later. That's the one I was working on. I remember what I was doing. One thing I don't remember, unfortunately, what I was doing was map. I haven't put the keystone in yet. Or, yeah, the map stone. Let's go do that. I can't remember if I have the ability to do all of the stuff that is down below. And yes, there is a whole bunch of stuff we can do down below. And specifically there, I think I need something that I don't have yet. I could get that specific cell, but we don't really need, oops, we don't need to do that. Let's see here, where should I go? We can go back and we can do a number of other things that I've missed. We can't do everything, but we can do some things. What am I supposed to do? I am supposed to go over there. Okay. Actually, let's take a look at that map one more time. Where should we go? Let's go to Thornlit. I did get everything up here, right? I had a feeling I missed one thing during this escape. No, guess not. Oops. No, that's not a save point. I can't, you know, press a button and warp from a map stone. That doesn't do anything. That's the one. Alright. So last time, if I remember correctly, we got ourselves a new ability. It's one of the new abilities added into the definitive edition of the game, and so it's one that I'm not as familiar. Oopsies! Don't hit me, please. Not as familiar using as some of the other ones, but you hold down L1, and I think we briefly went over this last time. Nope, not gonna reach that. Okay. That's fine. I think there's a few other things around here that I can reach. Like this one. We can go reach this one. Alright. And I'm pretty sure I've gotten some of the other things. I could have done this earlier. It's just experience. It's not really all that important. This double jump. Oops, I hit my head. This double jump is one of my least favorites to do in the game, just because it's quite tight. Ah, and I almost had it too. No, waited too long. That's one of the advantages of having the no. No! One of the advantages of having this is because now I can just say the hell with it and I can go straight up there and get it anyway. Nothing over there, so we'll go this way. I have Bash. We can do stuff over here. Alright. Basically now what I tend to do, typically when I play, is I just go around... Oops, I got hit. I go around and I find a few things that I can grab now before moving on. You don't have to do most of the stuff I'm doing right now. I do a lot of things kind of out of the intended order. I just kind of do them when I can. Really? I pressed the button. I pressed the button. Come on. Where are you? Pop out of the ground, please. Thank you. Alright. So yeah, we fire him over there. Anytime you see a green wall, typically the only way of destroying them is with one of those green dudes. But there are a few exceptions where you can use Stomp in its place. There's a couple of other little sequence breaks you can do with... Really? I pressed the button! Aw, that really sucks. Okay, we'll go back and we'll try this again. Now if I had... Oops, I don't need to save. If I had another ability or another attacking ability, I would be able to kill those guys a lot faster. But I usually don't worry about my my attacking abilities so much, especially early on. More important later. especially when you get more of these enemies. This is pretty much near the end of the game, this stuff that we're going through at the moment, so that's probably why I'm taking crap tons of damage. Alright, let's try this again without dying this time. We'll press the button a little earlier. Alright, so this opens up nothing of major note, just a save point. So that's not a huge deal. There we go. Alright. Crap. Is this one of them where you can... Yeah, here's one you can stomp to defeat that. And then over here is probably the best grinding spot in the game, because what you do is you can go here, kill him, get a bunch of experience from that, drop down here, get back up, wait for him to do his laser, and shoot that at him, and you just get a bunch of experience over and over and over again by doing this. So if you ever, you know, you're short on an ability or two and you want to just get them now, you can just do this. And try not to run into the laser, because that does not help. But anyway, so yeah, there's that. And then this guy's up here if you wanted to shoot him there. And then over here is a save point. And so we will save, heal up, and we will head over as far left as we can. We can't do anything with that stuff up there. I can go do that now. And I can go do that now. So we're gonna head right back. Didn't I? Oh, I had to redo that because I died. Yeah. Yeah, the that guy's laser will kill other things as well. Nah, don't need to kill you. Alright. Get a little more of that, and we'll go back there. Oh, I didn't. I was hoping to bash off that in mid-flight. It didn't work. Alright. So let's shoot you down there. We'll get that again. And... oopsies. Oh, hey. Excuse me? I pressed the button. And you put that at the wrong spot. I already got that one, right? Yeah. And you're going to want to try and get him to kind of shoot you there. And that's another one that you can stomp on. And here, this used to be accessible without this ability, but the Definitive Edition forced you to have it for this, just so you had something to do with the ability, because pretty much, I don't think they added any new, well, they added the one new area, but they didn't add any items in like the existing areas. So if we were to like to go and get everything, we don't need to, like, you know, find whole new items or anything like that. Hey, I bashed off him. Shoot at me! Shoot at me! Thank you. Alright. Get up here. And go get this one. Kill a few more things. And then we will run up here. Now we can do something I started to do once before. Oops. And... oh, it's on the other side again. I always forget where this is. I think I just did this the other day too, didn't I? I think I did this with one of my nephews, which is why it took so long for the previous stream to go live after, well, the no. Let's try that again. Took so long for the VOD to go live after I was done streaming, because my nephews came over, as you would have heard in that no, down please. somewhere in that episode, and I had to sacrifice my computer to them so that they could play for the amount of time that they were here. There we go. I am taking lots of hits today. There we go. Get that. And we got that. And what was that one down there? Oh! Did I really miss getting that one earlier? I swear I got... Wait. Yeah, I thought I got that one earlier. Oh well. We can get it now then, since I'm struggling today to actually play competently. We'll save here so I don't lose any more progress. And now we're... Oops, please. Now we're at least closer to where we're supposed to be anyway. Alright. Oops. Now, there's some amount of auto-targeting when it comes to using, I think those are called light grenades technically. And the idea here, you can do this with double jump. Oh, that was weird. Of course, with light grenade, you can bash off the light grenade as well. But yeah, there's a small amount of auto-targeting with the with the light grenades, especially if there's one of the things that you're supposed to hit with it nearby. So yeah, that's kind of why it's usually pretty easily to target them even if they're in midair, like the one there was. Alright, and I got that one there. I could go down and get that one, but I could go down and get that. Actually, sure, we'll go down, we'll get a bunch of other stuff. Please. Go. And so I wanted to go this way. I'm running into a lot of things today. Hey, look, there's one of these guys in here. We should kill it! Yeah, this, I think this is only partially visible from the map. If you get enough abilities, you'll see all of the different things on when you go to the map that you know, can find on the thing, all the mana cells, life cells, etc. So yeah, there's all that if you're so inclined. Do I do it now? Where's that? Oh, I forgot about that one. I always forget to go back for that. Nah, we'll do that later. I'll warp there later. And since that's close to that save point, I'll just do it from there. Okay. And so yeah, I want to duck down here real quick. Again, this is something you can do now that you didn't used to be able to do at this point. And it's available now because light grenade is a lot of fun and allows you to bash up to areas that you normally would have needed a completely different ability to get. So that finishes all that stuff off. There. And I don't think I need to do anything else around here. So we will take with that what we can. And we have 6, so we'll get triple jump and ultra defense. And that's pretty much all the abilities I really need to do. Oh, fuck. My bad. I forgot to kill this. Well, that's fun. Alright, so all the stuff that I just did, let's see here. I will go back and we'll show a bunch of stuff off because I did a bunch of stuff that I shouldn't have done without setting things. And this is why I tend to record things as opposed to live streaming, because I'm still not familiar with all this kind of stuff. Alright. Alright, so one of the things we've done is we've gone down here, killed this guy, and we found a mana cell over there, and a bit of experience down here. So that's the first thing we did. And over here we'll do something that I actually... Oops, that's not what I... Hold, please. Thank you. So we can go and do this now. Get that. Come back here. And we will go this way. Now, I didn't do this one... Please. Please. I didn't do this one before, so... If you're in mid-air, you can't, like, hold it and shoot. You have to, you'll just automatically be forced to shoot. Alright. Oh yeah, I was gonna show that off. It's, no thank you. Save there, and we'll grab one of these guys. And this is a trick you can do much earlier in the game. We can grab one of these guys. We get him mad at us, he will come down here, and we can make him follow us along. Now, I'm not going to be able to... Actually, you know what? I kind of can demonstrate it. It's just not going to work exactly as planned. Just kind of because of the... Can you please save? Thank you. Just because the idea here is you can do this much earlier in the game, where you can put your energy in here when you only have 2, kill him, and then collect your experience from it and put them all in here to get that figured out and get over here much earlier. This is a huge sequence skip and allows you to skip a whole whack ton of stuff that you wouldn't normally have been able to skip. Did I go in and get that? Let's see here. So you can do that basically as soon as you get 2... Yeah, I did get that. Okay, good. As soon as you get 2 energy stones, or energy cells, you can go in and get that without too much problem. And we've collected everything there. Alright, so... best way of doing this... So we'll go back up here, and I will demonstrate some of the other stuff that I screwed up and didn't show off here. Go. So we came back over here, and we did one of these things last time. Alright. Please. And we got up here. It's kind of temperamental to get up there. There was a block here. We used that to destroy it, and that thing right up there we were able to hit, which allowed us to come over here. And when we were over here, we managed to get a... I believe this one was the life cell. Could have been an ability cell. I can't remember. We got a cell over here anyway. And let's see here. The downside to a game that autosaves is we can't just go back and, well, just load up my file from earlier or anything like that, because it autosaved over top of all the stuff that I did. So, yeah, there's that. Alright. We went over here, we blew up a thing here. I tried to do this double jump and failed miserably, but with triple jump it's easy. There was a cell up here. I tried to go for that cell there, and I failed. because that's somewhat on the difficult side to do there. Alright, I went over here. And we won't kill everybody this time. Go over here. I did die once doing this. There was a door over here that I bashed him up and he hit right here. It was a green door. I stomped on this thing, which unlocked up here, and it unlocked the thing to the side. But this is the experience farming I talked about earlier on, where you just go kill this guy. He gives you 58 experience with the extra experience, and this guy, you just fall down there a little bit, then you walk into this, bash off him. Oops, I missed. And once you kill him, I swear that one hit. I call bullshit. Try that again. Seriously? How was my aim off by that much? There we go. And that guy gives 100. So you can just farm those back and forth. They respawn as soon as you go over. The block that we stomped on opened a wall here, which gave us access to this save point, which I will be coming back to off screen when we get closer to that point in time. But yeah, as I said, if we go over here, this guy is back, and we can just, oops, kill him over and over and over again if we want to. And then just kill the other guy, back and forth, farm a bunch of experience if we need it. I don't, just because I already did it like 3 times. What else? I don't think we did much else. Yeah, so we just got that new ability at the end of the last episode, and I think those are all the things that I got. Mostly all the things that I've got, anyway. Okay. Probably shouldn't have come back out, since I just need to go to a save point now anyway. And that was the closest save point. But, oh well, we'll go back to, ouch. We'll go back to this save point, that works too. Why am I going this way? I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright. Yeah. There we go. Save point. And I want to warp over to that one in the Hollow Grove. So let's do that real quick. And then we can actually progress with the game. So it's not like we missed any story or anything like that. We just didn't know what we were doing for a moment. And so we can increase some of our abilities here. Just allows us to kill stuff a little bit faster. We don't need any of the additional abilities that are floating around. There is one thing we can do here. Just a little hidden thing. Nothing too big. Alright, and if we go up here, this is another strange little change that they made. Oops. Stop gripping onto the wall, please. Thank you. This stomp block thing wasn't there in the original version of the game for some reason, and then they just put it in. I'm not sure if that was to prevent certain speed tech from being useful. They also put another one here, which again was not there in the original version of the game. I'm not sure why they put those in there. I'm sure one of the devs would know, but I am not one of the devs. Alright. So there's something up here. And there's another one of these things here. And that one unlocks the one here, which again wasn't here in the definitive or in the original version of the game. And here we swim through a lot of these, and these ones aren't super difficult to get through like earlier ones were. These ones are all pretty slow. Now, there's two ways of doing this. One is to pull this and hold it all the way over, and then jump, stomp down here, and then you can swim underneath. I don't like that one. It doesn't work very well for me. I'm not very good at it. So what I do is I just double or triple jump up there, or use light grenades, and we can go over here and get that. Not that it makes a huge amount of difference. It's just a little bit. Go, and yeah, I'll wait for that one. Then I should be able to get through at least two of them. There we go. And like I can even make this one, if you know, with the other ones that we were swimming through when we first cleared the water, that one there's no way we would have been able to get through, because that one fell down on us quite quickly. Alright, so we bashed you. One interesting thing, well, I was going to show it, but because you can bash or stomp on the ground, and you can actually do damage to the guy in the water, which is kind of funny. Used to be able to bash into that and damage it. It's kind of weird that you can't do that. Or maybe you just need to get the upgraded bash ability first. I don't remember. Hey. Thank you. Sure, we'll do this first. Just because, you know, story. Save there. And here. Ah, so that's where we're supposed to go, right? Misty Woods Trail, huh? Unfortunately, somebody's on guard duty. Won't allow us to pass. I should be fine. Okay, I'm not fine. Let's go this way. Yeah, they ought to save you after that cutscene anyway, which is nice because, you know, it's like, okay, yeah, we're not going to pass, but I want to sneak around there somehow. But, no, we're actually not allowed to do that. So I'm going to bash up here. Now, that's a sequence break for getting this cell. It's not a huge one. The concussive force created by the bash or the stomp is just enough, or just similar enough. And here we just have to use two of the things he sends over to break up here. Otherwise, we can get that later with the different ability. Oopsies. But yeah, it's just enough like another ability that we're going to get later on that it works for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it does. Alright, so we go up here. Hey, look. Oops, don't kill that guy. There we go. Hey, stop hitting yourself. Okay, fine. Don't hit yourself anymore. I'll hit you instead. Yeah, getting... I guess this was probably off-screen when I got it, but the two abilities I got toward the beginning of the episode were triple jump, which is exactly what you think it is, and ultra defense. I think it cuts damage in half? I'm not sure exactly how that works. But anyway. So we got those two. Those are the important ones. The rest of my ability cells don't really matter in the game. They're just kind of there. Our path is blocked. Might be able to distract her if we loosen a rock, huh? Alright. So what we're going to do now is play bash all these dudes. And then we're going to attract one over here. You don't have to do this anymore. You used to have to do this if you wanted to get this early. Come here. Because basically it just allowed you to get up here early. Not that it's a huge deal breaker anyway. Now, one thing that's interesting is you'll notice that there wasn't anybody on this island at this point. There's a speedrunning skip here. I don't know how to do it, so I'm just gonna do this. You stomp on the rocks, it bashes into her, and that gives us our distraction. But just keep in mind, that there wasn't anything up there, or there was no land-based enemy locked up there. Hey, a feather. Wonder what that's for. Kuro's feather. And now we can float. And I'm getting Lion King vibes from being able to float like this. Did they ever do that in Lion King? It seems like something Lion King would do. Okay. Yeah, you'll notice, I said it last time, the amount of mist that we kind of see there, it's a little much. And it's also a mechanic. Hey, look, he's dead. Oh, there's an enemy nearby. Hey, look. I'm getting hit because I'm stupid. There we go. Much better. Alright. Shrouded Lantern. Alright. So we gotta go through here. Oops. Not high enough. There we go. Now here, what you're supposed to do is bash through it so that you can get through there. You could do that even before we had the ability to use... Hey, seriously? What'd they call that one? Dash? To just move really fast there. Here you just want to go up far enough. You can use the feather, just kind of hold it down the whole time if you need the help. And you can float, plus, you know, use your constant bashes. And you can get over pretty easily. Oh yeah, that's the gimmick of this area. You can see where your save point is, but you can't see anything else in this area. Now, in the Definitive Edition, they changed some things and allowed you to warp back into this area, but in the past, or oops, in the original version, you couldn't get back to this area if you skipped it, and this particular item here would have been lost forever if you don't get it specifically now. And the reason for that is this area has a unique mechanic. Listen. Wait a minute, that wasn't there before. They basically warp the area once you get the keystones that you're going to be required to have toward the end of the area. And so it, I don't know, it turns into an interesting little area. Now again, this one you never used to miss entirely. You don't need triple jump to get it up there. You can do it with double jump. You just have to lure him back over a little more. You could also use your light grenade to do that too if you wanted to. But yeah, this one was actually available after the fact, but you used to never be able to come back in here and do a lot of the area. Now you can, because they've added that ability in. And again, the area has been warped, changed. And over here, we see what we're supposed to go for. Might be able to show us the way, huh? And that was the trigger there. You can hear things are starting to move back, and things have changed once again. Anytime the screen wraps around and warps itself like that, that's pretty much what's happening. Oop, no thank you. We'll save there. Now here, we just float to get here. You could have also used light grenade to get over there earlier. And over here is a little secret area. Ouch. And again, this one also used to be permanently missable. It is no longer, so you don't have to worry about that. There we go. Now, here's an interest. No, I killed him. But there's an interesting thing if you bash that guy over here and then use a technique to double bash him to shoot him up. You can push him into the barrier there and you can skip pretty much this whole sequence that I'm about to do. Oopsies. Go get that. Yeah. Using Stomp around here is very effective getting rid of lots of enemies that are floating around without getting too close to them, which is very nice. Alright, so this is hard to see. I always had difficulty with it. The tree actually ends right pretty much where I am, and the rest of the tree that you see there is actually in the background. You can go right through it. It's kind of difficult to see, but you can use a combination of stomps and attacks to finish those guys off. And over here, we get our next new ability. Climb mountains. And this one is probably the least, I don't know, useful until later ability. It allows you to climb on the walls instead of just wall jumping. So you just hold down R2 and you can slide up and down if you want. It's not particularly useful yet, but it will be when you're running along along a surface. Now, here's an interesting mechanic. Every time you do a single jump, it changes, but a double and triple, it does not apply. So we wait for it not to be there. And then we go up here. And now we can stomp through here. So yeah, you can kind of, can't see from the map, but see, that's pretty much what you do there. And then, well, I tried to bash him over there and I failed, but that's the idea. All right. So here, we just do a couple of little jumps to get up here. Alright, so again, these ones will only move from your first jump, not from your second or your third. So use your combination of your cape. Oops. If you shoot him off the edge, I think he just dies, or maybe he doesn't. Oh well. These ones are a little bit different. Oops. These ones, as long as you touch the next one that you're supposed to land on, it'll spawn the next one in sequence. And you have to do the whole sequence if you want to get over here to do this. Now that we have Light Grenade, we can skip a lot of that, but that's the basic idea behind what you're supposed to do there. And I still can't save there. Hey, look. Okay, I'm gonna save here. Now again, we're back to single jump changes things. So when the laser's there, we jump. These ones are, I think these ones are also kind of affected by double jumps. The trick to getting by this one is to use the cape that you got. You just walk off the edge. Don't jump. Just walk straight off. This one is pretty much a straight line. Kind of slow to get all the way up, but oh well. Let's try not to do that. Alright, there we go. Okay, at work today, I was trying to do that tech the other day when my nephews were playing, and I kept falling on top of the thing, but still taking hits. Here you're just supposed to use these guys to bash along. You can land in there. You didn't go over far enough. Again, that's another missable one early in the original version, but of course, now that we have the definitive edition, it is no longer missable. This one used to be missable. It also used to be an energy cell. instead of experience. But, you know. So here, we're supposed to go over here and use our float in order to get that. And only once we get that will things change, and now we can't go back over here. Just kind of hold down your bash button when you're over there, just because that thing usually comes out of nowhere. The secondary advantage of the concussion of using Stomp as a form of damage is it will bounce all of the things that are stuck to the ground or the walls, and that is of course a lot of help. It'll also bounce away any projectiles heading your way. So see, they're stuck on the wall, now they're not. Now, you would think that you're supposed to try and come up here. So what I did is I used Light Grenade on the thing that was kind of right above Ori there for a moment. It was hard to see, but you're not actually supposed to go up there yet. Actually, hold up, my mistake. We are supposed to go up there yet. It's a later spot where we can see one of these where we're not supposed to go up. But yeah, that was the one right around here. It's over here that it looks like we can go up, but we don't have to because we're supposed to go down. And we will be able to access going up there in a moment anyway. Here. Oopsies. Hey. Yeah, the funny thing is that he just shoots himself into getting hit a lot, which is funny. And he's gone. So you hook yourself onto this guy, wait till it goes all the way to the other side, couple of jumps. Now you don't actually have to do that one, even with double jump you can just get straight up there, which I've always found kind of funny. Finish off those guys. He's not needed for anything, so I'm not exactly sure why he's here. Here's a cool false floor. The thing that the light grenade thing we hit unlocked this, which never used to be there in the original, and so now we can get that. Go back through the floor there. And do a couple of jumps, float over, get rid of him. Alright. And here we have boss time again. Now, there is a way to do that a lot faster. Yeah, there's two of them this time. I just didn't move far enough over to spawn the second one. I forgot. But yeah, there's a way of quick cycling these guys. I don't know how to do it. I've never really been very good at that. That'll unlock this. And the only way you can get here, unless you cheat somehow, is to have 4 of the things, so you don't have to worry about trying to go back. And we press our button here, we can pick things up. Now, if you put it down, when we go up here, you'll notice that the area looks somewhat familiar. We've kind of been through that sequence before. Yeah, so just so you know, you're not missing anything by not fully exploring. That's one of the things about this area, is it's not really based around exploring as much as it is just making sure to get through. It tells you where to go for the most part, and you just have to know the couple of points there. Oopsies, you hit me. So here you want to basically be as far over as you can in order to avoid taking damage going through that. You can still fire with this on, but you can't use any of your other abilities. So you can still use your normal attack, but that's about it. Ow. Don't hit me. I think you can even save. But, like, you can't use Stomp and you can't use Bash or anything like that. And, of course, your movement is severely limited. Just holding it above yourself and walking up to this will activate the cutscene. You don't have to press any buttons. And with doing that, we have got ourselves something fancy. Lifted the Haze. We've got the Gumon seal. Now we can gain entrance to the next area, the Forlorn Ruins. And the element of wind is in there. Not too far. We can go there next. And now that we've unlocked that, we can see the rest of the area. Now, I think if we press this, yeah, it'll shroud it again, and we can go back through it however we want. So we can go back and do any of the stuff that we needed to do in there now. We never used to be able to do that in the original, but they've added support for it now, so that's cool. I could go after that, but I'm not going to. Oh, I never saved at that, did I? Go back up here. This is how, oops, this is how you're supposed to get up to this save point. And I do want to activate all the save points just so that I have access to the quick warping. Let's go and just get any of those ones, because the ones that remain on the middle tab are just like, I can find out where the life cells are, the energy cells, and sense hidden areas. I'm not exactly sure how that one works, but by the time you get it, you've usually been everywhere anyway, so it's not particularly important. You just hold down all the way to the right, we'll get another map stone. You'll notice there are very few areas that have no map stones, but one of those such areas is the area we were just at, the Misty Woods, and that just kind of goes along with the whole theme of the area. You can shoot these things back at them, because they do shoot pretty fast, if you're so inclined to do so. Here. Now, I guess I would need to go from over here. Okay, try that again. This just saves an extra trip around to go after that. Oops. Now, there is an item up top here, and it does require an ability that we don't have. There's probably a way of doing it, like dragging a bird over here and then stomping on it like I demonstrated earlier on, but it's too much of a pain, and we get the next ability in an area where it's not hard to get back here, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, oops. So yeah, now we want to go this way. Ouchie. And he's just gonna kill that one. I was gonna see if not all of the walls that are like that are stompable. It's only some of them. So yeah, let him kill that. This is another newly added doodad with the definitive, is going after this particular item. This item used to be accessible in a different spot or just without needing to do that. So we want to drag this guy down here and we want to do is we want to shoot him up that. Not that the map is of great importance here, just because it's a relatively small area and it's pretty straightforward, but it is there. There we go. Get another one of those. That particular guy doesn't really matter. I'm not sure why he's there. These ice-based doodads are a lot easier to kill than a lot of the other guys we've been fighting for a while. Now, here's an interesting thing. What you're supposed to do here... Come on. Come over here, you bugger. Thank you. Is come up here and use this. And what this will do, after I kill him... or use him. Like, he'll work for this too. And use that to break this wall open, because you see it's green on the left side, but it's not green on the right side. Now, I'm not sure if it's just in the original version or if it was this version as well, but if you go next to it and stomp, you can break it open that way too. Now, I think what that does is it makes it so it doesn't reappear later on, because we'll have a sequence where we'll need to come back through here, and we'll have to use this dude up here to kill him, or to break open that wall. Hey, look, a level up. There's some stuff we can do down here, but you're not really intended on doing it. There's also an item in the in the wall there, but again, we don't really need it. Covered in ice. Now, this is, I think, the only place in this game where you can just jump off the cliff and die. I'm not exactly sure why. It just seems kind of weird. Alright, well, you have yourself a good rest of your day then. The VOD will be up later if you're interested in checking out the rest. Alright. We're going to go in here. And you may have noticed there was a guy in the foreground. We've seen him around before. And the Forlorn Ruins. I both like and dislike this area. And the reason for that is, well, it's got great music, it's got a lot of cool story here, and it's got a fun escape sequence. But, unfortunately, the mechanic, while it's interesting, is slow. And slow is not fun. So, with Light Grenade, we can get that earlier. Normally, what you're supposed to do is grab a new ability over here and then go back. This saves having to do that. The explanation they give for how this works isn't all that obvious, I guess, is the way to put it. It's unfortunate, but the way that this works is we get to pick up this object, but it's going to float with us as well. So it's not like we need to, worry too much. And what it does is it changes where gravity is. Now, instead of thinking of it as, left and right on the screen, you need to think about it in terms of Ori's perspective. Left on your joystick will always go left. Like, I'm holding left. Left goes this way. Now, if I stop and I want to jump, I have to hold left, not up. So if I hold up, it scrolls the screen up. It doesn't do anything else. This has been somewhat frustrating to explain to my nephews, because like even upside down, I'm holding left to go right. So they did actually introduce something to me that I wasn't aware of, because I never bothered to try it before. But as long as it's not unstable ground, which you're never allowed to save in, as long as it's like a piece of ground, like say here. Oh, there's an enemy here. You can actually save upside down. I never knew that before. It's never something that came up. It was just kind of unique when one of my nephews got to a point where he wanted to save. I was like, can you save here? I don't think so. Oh, you can. Look at that. Oops. there's a thing there. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to make use of him to get up here. Now, normally, see what we do here is we've used this to get up here to get that, even if you only have double jump. So that saves a bunch of time, because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put this thing on and then jump on each of these things individually, and then wait, jump up here, take it off by pressing R2 again, waiting for it to shoot again, going over here, and then getting it that way. Now, there of course are faster ways of progressing through a lot of the area, but it's just certain things about it can be a little bit tedious, and I think I just missed that cycle. Oh well. Yeah, I had my youngest nephew stuck on the mechanics of this for a little while. Now, the music in this area now really starts to get awesome, in my opinion. Now, this is just a fast way of doing that. You don't have to do that way. There are ways around it. But yeah, the gravity will always be toward Ori's feet. So you jump, you fall down. You jump, you fall prospectively down. So if I was to jump off the thing with this way and say moved so that I would, not land on it, I would fall on the spikes and die. So this is how you're supposed to. You just jump over one more time in order to get over there and then walk around the whole thing. So yeah, it's cool. It's, oops, what am I doing? And there is a save point. We can make use of that. I think we'll probably go until, oops, till the end of the next sequence. Please stop. The next escape sequence here, and then I think we'll call her a day. Right. Oops. Now again, we want to put this guy on. We only need it in some situations. We don't need it in all situations. So we're going to go here. Wait for the laser to be there. I missed my cycle. I psyched myself out thinking it would go faster. Yeah, you know what? We're going to kill him. Save there. Oops. No, I need to get on here, please. There's a lot of spikes over there, so the only way of doing that logically is to just jump and fall straight right. Sure, why not? Wait till the laser's out of the way here. There's two timings for this. One when the laser is on the thing over there, but this is the easier of the two. Go hide behind here for the cycle. If you're fast enough, you can do it without doing that. Then get rid of that, so we can kill things. Fall through that spot on the floor. Get that guy. Blow up that. And we're basically did a nice big circle, and we're back beside where we are. And the thing is, if we, like, I already had extra map stones because I don't always activate them, but if you don't have them, then you wouldn't have been able to activate it until now when you've already done, about half the area. So yeah, that's kind of weird, but anyway. Die, please. There we go. All right. That's cutscene's not skippable. Okay, yeah. This is the guy we saw in the foreground, or you may have seen in the foreground earlier when we were unlocking the door. So yeah, now we want to get down here, pick this up, and if we're anywhere around here, Ori will automatically put it in place, and we lose its fantastic abilities. But what that does, you'll notice the gate over there on the right it does open some stuff up. So yeah, you can kind of see story-wise how interesting this area will be. For this particular playthrough that I'm streaming, I'm not really going into a super amount of depth on the story. Just kind of, be aware that if you want to, play this for the story, it makes for a fantastic story. It's not like it's super complicated or anything like that, but it's definitely a lot of fun. So we want to go here, here. Oops. I didn't do that sequence right. Yeah, I didn't do that sequence right anyway because I fell too fast. Alright, let's try this again. This is why we have saves. So we stand on this side, we wait, and we go down here. Now, one of the laser beams can actually hit in here, so be aware of that. You can get hit while you're doing your stomps on here, and it's a bad time because then you got to do it all over again. Why are you stuck? Alright, so there's that. Please go that way. Alright. Gotta be careful because there's a lot of spikes around here, and I'd say probably my second or third favorite little cameo. There's a nice secret here, but if you look right in front of Ori there in the foreground, it's Meat Boy. Now I suck at Meat Boy. That game is hard, but I don't know. It's a nice little reference. It's not like they're the same, oopsies, the same type of game or anything, but they're similar enough. And I'm dead. I'm not very good at move. Crap. We'll wait. Yeah. So there's where we're supposed to go. But I don't know. Even though the game kicks my ass, I still find Meat Boy to be, a fun little challenge, just because it doesn't punish you very much, when you die. Kind of like this game, as long as you're actually using your saves. So here we can unlock the element of wind. And we have an eavesdropper. Yeah, there's very little dialogue in this game, and nothing is voiced. There's like a sound effect for a lot of the dialogue, but it's not, intelligible. It's just, sounds that they've... And I think they actually used actual people talking and then manipulated it after the fact. But it's I don't know, it's kind of interesting, the sounds we get. They're kind of alien to the, to us, and this whole area, or this whole game is kind of alien to us as well. So we came here and we've unlocked the winds. Why are you taking that out, buddy? It's gonna destroy your world. Now we gotta use Crow's Feather. We have to dodge all the spikies, and we also have to dodge the water that shoots out from the side. Oopsies, I got hit. Now over here, you may have to use bash in order to do that. You don't have to all the time, but sometimes you do. Here, what we want to do is we want to go up and to the left, because if those things fall on you, you are in trouble. If you get hit by this stuff as it's falling, you're also in trouble. So just kind of be careful of that. And just kind of hover in place a little bit if you can. And wait for that thing to go. And And then again, our goal is to head over to the left here. Avoid that. And yeah, it's one of the easiest... Let me just pull that one up. It's one of the easiest escape sequences to do. Unfortunately, there's only 3. I kind of wish there was more. But, yeah. What have we here? Now, since I've been skipping most of the cutscenes, I'm going to skip this cutscene as well. Just know that this kind of explains a lot about why things are going on. Just so you know. I guess it kind of tells you anyway, but... Uh-oh. That don't sound good. You don't have to do any running here. This is all kind of done by itself. But apparently Ori is a JRPG character who can fall, you know, survive falls of ungodly heights. And they were nice enough to save your game for you here. Now, with Dash, you can probably skip through here without doing this, but this is how you were designed to do it in the original game. As long as you're behind something, you're safe. Now, you don't want to kill the guy. You want to attack that, which will instantly kill the guy anyway, which gives you another platform to go into. Now, here, notice how the... that gate isn't there. Normally what you're supposed to do is go over here. Oops. Hide behind here. Go over here, get him to start spinning, and then bash him that way in order to break the gate. Oops. And then go down here, and then play the old Tiny Toon Adventures kind of strategy and hide behind moving things. Once you get this far, she kind of screws herself out of her catch. But what this does is it, you know, we've cleared the wind, and when we clear the wind, we're able to go to Sorrow Pass. Is the next area we're supposed to go to, which means we can now float, since the wind. Anytime we see what the winds have allowed us to be able to do now that we've fixed them. So a lot of these areas are a lot more manageable, and this is how you're... Oops, going the wrong way. This is how you're supposed to do a number of the areas, some of which I've already done. Not all of them, though. Oopsies, oopsies. Save before I die. And yeah, this was fixed by one of the things that I had to do earlier. Now, we can go up here, and that's where we're intended on going, but I'm going to do a little bit of a detour and clear out, oops, a couple more things, I think. Actually, is there much that I really want to clear out right now? We can go clear those 2 things. And that one, I guess, since they're both near save points. We can go back and we can do all those things too, but ow, don't do that. Alright, so yeah. Clear a couple more things, and then I think we will, nope, not that one. Sunken Glades? I can't remember which one I was supposed to go to. Not paying attention. Supreme Master, what's up, man? Let's see here. Yeah, that was the one I was supposed to go to. We'll go up here. And we'll go collect a couple of things that I neglected to get before. Is that one. Go, and the other one is down here. A lot easier to do this once everything's been lit up. I don't bother to go for it until things have been lit up. And then, nope, up please. No, crap. Okay, we'll go to that one. don't particularly like a lot of things about this area, as I've said in the past, just because it's slow, takes forever to do anything in here. And so we got those two, and is this the one I think of? Well, this is one of the ones I can do now, so that's fine. So now that we have the wind going everywhere, we can go get that one. And what else should I grab while I am floating about? Blackroot we go back to later. I can actually go back and get most of the things that I don't have, so sure, we'll go and do that. Here I am thinking I don't have that ability yet. There we go. I'm not very good at using the wind to my advantage, just because you get it so late. So up here, want to hit that. This is a weird one for me because this one, of course, added to the definitive edition, but it's not like it blocks all that much. It's just experience, and we've had access to that for a long time. Alright, so we got that one, and then we will... Oh, that's going to take a while. Okay, that's fine. We'll go for a little tour here. Okay, stop dying, please. That's not what I meant to do, but that's fine. Oh, I call bullshit. That was rude. There we go. I'd still die from one hit to this stuff, but... There we go. And we'll sneak up through here. Always love this theme. It's probably the most relaxing of all of the music in the game. But yeah, we've unlocked the wind, which gives us access to this, which is a huge chunk of the map in this area, if you're trying to collect 100% of the maps. But it also gives us access to this. And I think that's mostly it. We'll go grab those two, and I think that's all the things we can do around here until we get our last ability. Alright. Hey, give me one of those. Okay, fine. You're not gonna shoot another one, so we'll go up the long way. That's fine. Hey, look at that. Okay, it'll target enemies first. That's fine. Hey, look at that. Oh, we can't get this other one yet. Yeah, I don't think I can use any ability I have to unlock that one. We'll have to come back here way at the end. That's my bad. I forgot. You can shoot the guys out of the water. I don't think I've ever tried to do that before. Oh, that's fun. And yeah, that's pretty much all I think we're gonna take care of for today. That'll leave us with, I think, two or... Oh, I didn't go through the other way and unlock that. That's smart. Now it's gonna take longer to get out of here. Could have done that while I was already over there. Well, I'm not very bright, am I? Alright. Let's go do that real quick, and not that I really need it now that I've already gone through. Yeah, it's faster. And I believe I already got the item down there, right? Pretty sure I did. But yeah, now that we have Stomp, we can open this up. I could have done that before, but whatever. I've done it now. Hey, look, movement. Movement's fun. And we can float here too. Not that it does anything for us here, it's just kind of there. Kind of weird. Please don't hit me. And then we can use this to go back to the Valley of the Wind, which was the most advanced save we had. Now that we've cleared almost everything. And yeah. What can I upgrade? Can't get that one yet. Oh well, that's fine. Yeah, that's pretty much all the time we have for today. If anyone's still watching this one, go check out. You missed part of it. The VOD is there. I screwed up the first part of the VOD, so it doesn't show what I was actually doing. But I went back and I showed it after. So when I'll put in a comment on the VOD where to start the video, so you can kind of see what's actually going on. But anyway, thanks for hanging out, and yeah, we will talk to you guys again soon when we pick this up again. Maybe one more. Probably finish it off by then. Yeah, I think so. We're pretty much most of the way done. There's not a lot left to get. But anyway, that's all for today. See you guys later.